Down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shot. Hey, kill. Easy, opposite.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Yellow lady. Go.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
12. Hey, Haywood. 54. 154. I got it. Here we go.
Now Breeze.
I got you.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready? You ready? You're good. I forward, ready.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 3. And it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A give to Kamara running right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
53. Go. Hey, Delta. Mark 38.
Shotgun now for Breeze. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Alpha. Check, nickel. Kill. X3. 218, chopper. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch out. Shoot. General West.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Hey, shoot. Here go, 21. 5-9. Ready, catch.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
So we're going to 53. Hey, kill!
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
47.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 480. Check 56. Here we go, 47. 47. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Run. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long for Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Line in. 47. Check. 47. Watch the out. Here we go. 46. Check. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Caught by Cobb. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Randall Cobb. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 39-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. We're going to 54. Line in. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3.
Saints 17. Cowboys 14.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Kill. 47, Mike. We're going to 54. Line in. Hey, 47. 99. Check 99. Hustle. 26.
Now Prescott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Switch. SOS.
Breeze now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
11. Go. I got you, son.
To throw, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, 46, 46. 47 is the mic. 47.
Throwing. Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 47.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards that time for number 19. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 47. I got one. Check, hot route. Hot.
Prescott now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
Prescott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
You're good. Right forward, ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's at the 30, 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
There's the score, Saints 24, Cowboys 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The busy night continues for Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, ready? 5-8, 5-8. 54. Get that quarterback. And up. Shit. Over. Shit. He's checking. Here we go.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
54.
Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
be dreaming.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee. Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after? I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future? So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.